Like Michael Myers himself, Halloween just keeps coming back. The 1978 low-budget horror classic still fills us with feelings of dread, suspense, and of course, terror. So what made such a simple, relatively small slasher movie one of the most enduring horror movies of all time? It's all in the execution. Halloween, the ingredients of a horror classic. Halloween isn't an incredibly deep story. The motivations of Michael Myers are vague and up for interpretation, but the lack of empathy and understanding actually lends itself to a more menacing and otherworldly monster. He's not merely a killer in a mask, but a suburban Grim Reaper, an incarnation of death for a new generation. To heighten the tension, the movie takes place in suburbia, and its cozy small-town setting lures you into a false sense of security. Perhaps the most unnerving moments are the shots during the day, where the killer simply stands out and exposed. Just standing in one place is enough to give us all goosebumps. The score adds to this atmosphere by repeating the same notes again and again, never resolving to a natural chord. This guy standing creepy? Yes, but add in the music, and it's really creepy. Reportedly, the score only took 3 days to compose. The mask itself adds to the tension, as the William Shatner Kirk Death Mask is not a monster like a werewolf or goblin. It's a human, but just off enough that it makes one feel uneasy. The cinematography by Dean Cundey was perhaps the most effective tool for Halloween. His artistic choices meshed perfectly with the prowling atmosphere, and no one can forget the iconic voyeuristic opening, from the point of view of young Myers spying on his sister and leading up to her gruesome stabbing. This shot was actually one of the last to be filmed, and was a bold choice by director John Carpenter. Carpenter's choices are subtle, and at the end of the night, the movie is more than the sum of its parts. The film initially met poor reception, but soon after some notable critics gave it praise, it was soon more than apparent that the indie horror film was not going to fall into obscurity, but remain for years to come as a landmark in American horror cinema.